And I'm Kim Costin, and this is Walter Dixon. And we're here to talk to you about gender fluid fashion, which Ken Downing, who is the former director of fashion promotion at Neiman Marcus for all of Neiman Marcus, said what we're seeing now, and this is a while ago, right, because he's no longer there, what we're seeing now is a seismic shift in fashion. And it's something that is broadening the acceptance of what is possible in fashion, what has always been possible in fashion, which, you know, sometimes kind of narrow. And we're going for a place with no boundaries, no real boundaries, like anything goes. And that's, when you look at some fashion now, you might say, how could that be possible? But we're going to show you. And this is one that reflects the way young people want to dress. It's something that young people want, and it's being driven by young people. So gender fluid is also called non-binary fashion, and it's not really totally new. This has happened over time in many different cultures, in many different eras, and a lot of people have experimented, different cultures have experimented with fashion as an expression of gender, and hi Warren, and an expression of their concept of what gender is. And today, though, the difference is that people are starting to loosen their grip on the idea of what is men's fashion and women's fashion. You know, it's always been separate, and now it's blending together. That's the whole idea of fluid. So, and this is being driven by young people. It's being driven by Generation Z, mainly. So we'll go into that a little bit more, but gender fluidity in fashion is really been gaining momentum over the last few years, and it's really coming out of the shadows now. It's out of the shadows now, because it's being adopted by some really major brands, major luxury brands and groups. So we'll show you a little bit more about that, and it's being democratized. That's a Versace ad there. It's quite recent, and this is, you know, gender fluid from Loverboy, who's a different designer of gender fluid clothing. Fashion brands today are trying to resonate not with a gender, but with a lifestyle. So that's the difference. We're not talking about gender, we're talking about lifestyle. So this has already been in the fashion industry. In 2018, already New York Fashion Week said, okay, we have a new category. It's not gender specific anymore. We have a new, totally new category. So in 2020, the British Fashion Week said, we are getting rid of the difference between menswear and women's wear, and we're gonna just have it be one thing. That's fluid, okay? So we'll talk more about the specifics of what fluid is, but I'd really like to introduce you, without any further ado, to our very special guest, Walter Dixon, who is an up-and-coming designer of a new fashion brand, a new gender fluid brand called Atashi. Walter, will you tell us about Atashi, please?
Thank you. I am very humbled to be here. So again, I'm Walter Dixon. I am the CEO and founder of Atashi. It is a luxury gender fluid lifestyle brand. So we are creating a world that challenges traditional gender dress clothes, and it's more than a buzzword and a trend. So this is about, again, creating a lifestyle that is gender fluid. So one of my challenges, how do we break into the market of a binary space while promoting a non-binary lifestyle? So we will go over that as well. So I am the founder. I also do a lot of the pattern making, the creative direction, sourcing, and technical design in order to curate a luxury fashion experience for all of my customers.
Yeah, I think it's important that you also stress that your focus is high quality luxury products. This isn't about streetwear, it's not, I mean, it's, streetwear can be high quality, but it's about luxury quality and luxury price point. You know, it's not t-shirts and things like that,
Yeah.
okay?
Don't focus on active sportswear, we don't do athleisure. These are more contemporary, even showpieces. They are evening wear, special occasion, that can be worn day to day, and they're very transitional. And a little bit about myself, I did get my MFA in fashion at SCAD Atlanta, which is where I met Dr. Costin. And
SCAD is Savannah College of Art and Design in the Atlanta campus. That is where we met.
Yes. She was really one of the driving forces of helping me get my brand concept together, and I'm very thankful for that. And I currently reside in New York City, and I'm also a recently tenured teacher at the high school fashion industries, and I'm helping teach fashion to the next generation designers.
Would you like to introduce this, Walter?
So, we are really ushering the new generation designers. They're Gen Z. They are all about gender fluidity, as you can see from the stills. It's very fluid. This is how they are. This is their existence. We are shepherding that in. We allow them to dress how they feel, and they are able to express their truest selves safely on the campus. And I want to show you a little bit of what they've done.
Oh no, where's the Marlies? How do we?
It's right there. You just have to hit, yep, there you go.
We are showcasing our final designs at the Meatpacking District. You get to be firsthand in the world of fashion, art, and business.
These are Walter's students.
Feeling a little bit nervous. It
High
always
school.
comes in waves.
Welcome to all of you. Now we've got ready. What do we do? Oh my God. I think we should just get rocking. Yes?
Enjoy the show.
All right.
Yeah, enjoy, guys. I draw my fashion inspiration from everyday life. TV, movies, worms, animals, insects. I'm excited. I am also a little bit overwhelmed. This is an extremely big stage. There's a lot of industry professionals.
I don't see myself doing anything else out of fashion. It just like has such a big place in my heart. It means a lot to me to show my work in the Meatpacking District because it's like in the middle of New York. It's like crazy.
Whoops, there we go. So Walter, before you go on, I just want to say, I've taught at Parsons, I've taught at FIT, I've taught at FIT's Fashion Institute of Technology, I've taught at Polimoda, which is one of the top fashion schools in Italy, and other fashion schools, and my students in college and graduate don't do work always like that. Okay, these are high school students that Walter's cultivating. So, bravo, Walter.
So before I start talking about my brand, I do want to touch on the fact that I feel that what we're talking about today is something that our new generation, they almost express it and apply it as an instinct. Me getting to this point as even a designer, and as an individual, as a non-binary person, it took a lot of work. It took a lot of almost like retraining my thoughts, my feelings about myself. Now, Gen Z, they're gonna express it, and they are not on the binary, and they are who they are, and I just love it and support it. Okay, so a little bit about Atashi, and this is our target customer profile. So, working with Dr. Costin, I was able to really hone in and pinpoint who I wanted to sell to, cater to, and they are the new optimists. So they're not really pinned down by a physical or age range. It's more about like what they enjoy and how they want to express themselves, and if they're on this same train that we're on and they like it and it fits, then come on in, we're here to accept you. They're not afraid to stand up for their beliefs, and they're spreading joy always and not negativity. They're inclusive. They want to share and celebrate with their fellow optimists. So it's about building up a community. Connection is really important for our customers. So a little bit about our brand positioning and line analysis. Again, we celebrate and embrace uniqueness, inclusivity, and diversity within our gender fluid customer base. So again, we also have male and female presenting customers, but we also embrace those primarily that are not on the binary. So we're honoring what makes each customer the same while, catering to the little bit of differences in the body shape. And that is implemented through pattern making techniques. So that way the customers get the same fit and comfort across the board. Okay? So again, Atashi was created to fill a unique and growing, can we go back to that last slide? Just really quickly. To fill a unique and growing gender fluid niche in the market, because I do feel like there's still a gap in this market share that needs to be filled with more of a luxury, contemporary, ready-to-wear brand that does not cater to gender stereotypes, pushes boundaries, and redefines traditional clothing for those that are not on the binary, and also those that are cisgender male and female customers.
Okay.
To the next slide. So this was a very large undertaking, and Dr. Carlson was able to help me break down what are some of the opportunities as far as the styling, the fabrics, and the design details, including sizing, design details that would be accommodating for customers of different sizes, and what would be really the Atashi signature. So my stake in this is due to my training, like fabrics and fit were my key notes for Atashi. Like we have to use really great fabrics, the fit has to be there, and the design has to be romantic, passionate, whimsical in order to come across from what I wanted to communicate to our non-binary customers. And sustainability with small runs and minimal waste. So what differentiates Atashi from other brands? Again, it's allowing customers to play with the mixture of feminine and masculine in a fun way, specifically, because it's romantic and playful, silhouettes and design details. Inclusivity comes in with the fit of the garments for male presenting bodies and female presenting bodies, no matter the gender expression, even if they're non-binary, the garments should fit and make